When storms roll through, a dazzling display of clouds can stream across the spooky sky. I'm looking to the sky in this week's Ask Away to talk about a few clouds you can see when Mother Nature is at her worst. With a stormy pattern developing in our forecast, an aptly timed weather question was submitted in thanks to Melissa Johnston. She wants to know, what is the difference between a shelf cloud and a wall cloud? Two clouds that can be determined to be relatively similar, but they do have their differences. So let's talk about it. First, we'll give you some fast facts. For a shelf cloud, they are associated with a line of storms moving through. You can see them across the whole horizon, formed by air rushing out of a storm. So we often call that the gust front. Now, these clouds, they have horizontal rotation within them, so they don't create tornadoes. They're just rotating around like a big barrel. That's why they are larger than wall clouds. They can stretch across the whole horizon. The main threat with these are those damaging winds ahead of a thunderstorm, with the potential for some spin-up tornadoes here and there, but they are brief and rain-wrapped. In terms of a wall cloud, it's much smaller compared to a shelf cloud. They are associated with rotating thunderstorms, supercells, formed by the air rushing into the storm. And they're much smaller, more compact, with a vertical rotation that can easily produce some tornadoes, and they're typically under a rain-free cloud base. So that's a lot of information for you. Let's look at some pictures. This one of a shelf cloud was taken by me about 2 years ago back home in State College, Pennsylvania, my alma mater, Penn State University. You can see that shelf cloud there rushing ahead of the storm over the whole entire horizon. So this is one of my most proud pictures that I captured of a storm. But then we look at a picture taken of a wall cloud. This is from one of my friends who's a grad student at Penn State. You can see the wall cloud right there. Much smaller, under that rain-free cloud base right there. And this is the thing that can produce a tornado. It didn't in this instance, but still, it's very clear that these clouds can produce tornadoes very easily. So that's the difference between a shelf cloud and a wall cloud. Thank you, Melissa, for sending in that question. If you do have any other questions related to weather or science, please send them in. I don't have any more to talk about, so send more in to me at weather@kimt.com, and hopefully I'll have more to answer here over the next couple of weeks. Of course, I had to shout out my alma mater of Penn State. We're in the tie for this weekend as they take on Wisconsin there at Camp Randall Stadium. Hopefully, I take the win and Wisconsin loses, although I know some people here are Wisconsin fans.